Yo, what is up guys, Global Plays here, coming at you with a Clash Royale video in which I made two very good comebacks, so I decided I might as well commentate them and just turn that into a video. So as you can see, I did start out by shooting my fireball just to kind of get rid of it, and as you guys can tell on the sides I don't have a banner, and so I'm probably not going to make constant Clash Royale videos, but who knows, maybe I'll get a banner one day. So as you can see, he did try and push, however I did counter that, but then he did counter my push too, and this is mostly a defensive game, and so it's just us countering each other. So he counters my attack with his witch, but then I counter his witch with my witch, and so we're just trying to get a few hits on each other's towers, but he does counter that with a wizard. So I'm not able to hit his tower there, but my archers do get the final shot on that wizard to kill him. Then as you can see, he's holding his skeleton army card and he might put it down at any moment. And so I'm kind of just waiting for him to make his move. Oh, but instead he decides to put down his wizard after I put down mine. So obviously that's going to be matched up, but then he does put down his Valkyrie, so I put down my Valkyrie too. But I do have a musketeer also, but my musketeer does get out of that alive, but not really alive because it only had half health. However, he does use a skeleton army to counter it, and I counter his skeleton army with a skeleton army. But somehow 3 of his skeletons remained, but oh well. So now we're in double elixir, and so he's trying to push forward, and so I decided to try and push forward, but he does end up countering my attack, which is going to give him some decent tower damage. And so as you can see, this is a very solid push, and I can't seem to be able to counter it, but I do end up putting an end to it after he already gets my tower down to 500 health. So we've got 30 seconds left in the game, and he's definitely doing much better than me here. He does pull out the Hog Rider, which is just going to go straight to the tower, leaving my tower at 100 health. It would just take one fireball to win the game. However, he does not have fireball in his deck, which that is his fault. So as you can see, final 5 seconds, we're going to go into overtime. And as you can see, I get this master push. He does zap my tower, getting it down to 63 health, but it is too late because my push is just way too solid, and I would have easily taken his crown tower too. But on to the next game. This one, there's much more action in this one. It's not as defensive of a game, but it's still very close. So he starts out with barbarians, and of course I start with my fireball, and I always try and get rid of it, so I just shoot the barbarians, but it doesn't really do a good counter because he had the prince behind the barbarians, which does get my tower down to 1,000 health or so. And so I send out my witch and wizard just to get some decent tower hits, but he does counter with his P.E.K.K.A. So the obvious counter for a P.E.K.K.A. would be my skeleton army, which is what I do. However, he does have a bomber in the backfield, which is actually a very good strategy. But luckily, I have my Valkyrie to put an end to that. He does do a lot of damage to my tower, now at 600 health, and I have not touched his towers yet. So he does put out a minion horde, and sadly I don't have my wizard with me, so I just gotta use some archers, but it is definitely not good enough to stop that. So actually no, I think these games are 3 minutes, never mind. But he's obviously definitely got the advantage, and he's doing some very good pushes. So he gets my crown tower down to 3,000 health, doing about 300 damage to it. And I don't really have a good attack right now. I'm thinking about putting my prince down, but I just put down the witch instead. However, he did put down his P.E.K.K.A. So rip witch. And then he does do the P.E.K.K.A. bomber duo. However, I get ready with my Valkyrie and put an end to that as soon as possible. But his P.E.K.K.A. still is alive, so I just put down a quick skeleton army to finish it off. But he does have his minion horde up, which, after seeing it take out that other tower, definitely does do some damage. So his prince is rushing my tower. However, I do send up my prince going on the right bridge to just quickly take out his tower, which he does not counter, luckily, and because he didn't counter that, that cost him the game. Like, it was just that. He also did have a rocket, which he probably should have used, because he could have won the game if he used it. I mean, he probably wouldn't have won the game, but he could definitely get my crown tower down to like 600 health. But it is too late already, because I do put out this solid rush. His barbarians don't have enough time to counter it, and that is game. I already say good game, because he's definitely not going to come back with 5 seconds left. So yeah, those were 2 of my best comebacks, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want me to do a certain type of video or certain game, make sure to comment the game, because that's how I got the suggestion for this game. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you guys later.